Hey, it's good to see you. I'd like to share with you a forgotten devotion within the church about making reparation for sin. And I don't know about you, but when we forget about a devotion that makes reparation for sin, that just can't be a very good thing. This devotion is to the holy face of Jesus. Have you heard about it? Here's how it came to my attention. A few weeks ago, I was walking with my son on our acreage, and I felt compelled while we walked to pray to the holy face of Jesus. I had an overwhelming sense to honor the holy face of Jesus. And I began to pray spontaneously this way. I said, Eternal Father, I offer you the merits of the holy face of Jesus for the conversion of, and then I would say a person's name. And I would say, Eternal Father, I offer you the merits of the holy face of Jesus for, and then I would say, the conversion of my children. And then, Eternal Father, I offer you the merits and the virtues of the holy face of Jesus for the favor of, and then I would say a need that we had in our family. The point is, I was praying through the devotion of the holy face of Jesus, by the merits of the holy face of Jesus, but I've never heard someone pray this way. That it just sort of spontaneously started coming to my mind. And then today I was reading what Jesus revealed to Sister Mary of St. Peter about his holy face. Listen to this. Jesus said, "Through this holy face you will obtain the conversion of many sinners. Nothing you ask in virtue of the holy face will be refused you. Oh, if you only knew how pleasing is the sight of my face to my Father." So this was extremely significant to me. I was just praying 2 weeks ago to the holy face, appealing to God the Father by virtue of the holy face. And then I read Jesus' private revelations to Sister Mary of St. Peter. Now, Sister Mary of St. Peter, God used in a powerful way to start promoting in a new way devotion to the holy face of Jesus, which became an archfraternity within the Catholic Church in 1885. Now, she had already passed away shortly before that, but it's an official devotion within the church. And it seems it had some momentum and popularity up until the onset of the First World War. And then for some reason, and I don't know why, it just seems to have dwindled, except I think now. All of a sudden, I just start now seeing people starting talking about the holy face of Jesus. I actually went to confession at a cool cathedral downtown, and there was a sign that said, "Meeting for the Holy Face of Jesus devotion." I've never seen that in our city before. And I just heard about another diocese just north of us also, where the bishop who has welcomed this devotion into his diocese. So I wanted to bring this to your attention because this devotion has the primary work of making reparation for sins, particularly the breaking of the first 3 commandments. The first commandment, I am the Lord your God. You shall not have strange gods before me. Second commandment, you shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. And the third commandment, remember to keep holy the Lord's day. The first 3 commandments of the 10 commandments have to do with our relationship with God. The next 7 have to do with our relationship with our neighbor, with others. But here's a very key point. When we lose focus of God, we lose sight of our neighbor. And that is society right now. We've lost focus of God. As a result, the dignity of the human person is constantly under attack. Now, we're going to get more into this in the future videos, but today, if you wish to start participating in a devotion to the Holy Face, there's one thing I would invite you to do, and that is start saying the Chaplet of the Holy Face of Jesus. Jesus inspired Sister Mary of St. Peter with this chaplet. And if you've never heard of this chaplet before and you'd like to pray it, I will link to it at the end of this video. We just made this prayer devotional video in the last couple days. So it's there for you. I would encourage you to start praying it for honoring the face of Jesus in reparation for the sins committed against the first 3 commandments. Now, this is a new devotion, really taking official status within the church in 1885. So if you look at the chaplet, it seems like there's many different ways to say it. There's some key phrases, there's some key prayers, but the ending prayers, for example, many people end the chaplet in different ways, and the phrasing of some of the prayers are slightly different. If you're wondering Why we structured the way we did our prayer devotion at the end is because of this little book. It's the manual of the archconfraternity of the Holy Faith. So there was a recommendation in this book on how to pray and what to say, and that's what we based the devotion on. That's linked at the end of this video. Okay, so that's it. I'd invite you to pray this devotion. Share with me below if you've heard of the devotion to the Holy Face, and we're going to have many more videos on this topic coming up because I feel like the time is now. The time is now.